Hi, everybody. This is DearMamaSal, and we're live on a Friday evening, which means it's time for us to talk about coping with life, and in particular, how to save a lot of money in the kitchen. And today, as you may have seen, we're going to be talking turkey. And the reason is, and I'm really excited about this, I saved a whole bunch of money this week just by some smart shopping. Haha, nice pun. However, it did take me a long time to get this incredible deal done. And the reason is that I've been trying to buy turkey in my local store since mid-February, I think. At least then, it's at least a month. And so, and for some reason, every time they went to fill my order, they didn't have the turkey. So today, I'm pleased to tell you it happened. So I'm very, very exciting. So here's the thing. What I got is I got two different things. One is I got two turkey breasts on their own, which is how they're normally packaged. And then I got a turkey roll. And there's a reason why I got them both. I wanted to show you the difference in price. And it is the one time I would say to you, if you only like white meat, don't try save money by buying a whole chicken, because you'll just waste a lot of the chicken. But on the other hand, if you're a family and some people like legs and some people like brown meat and some people like white meat, then that's fine to buy a whole one. But for me, I only ever eat the white meat. Therefore, I'm not going to buy a whole turkey unless I'm cooking for other people. So I got the two turkey breasts, and I'm in Canada, so these are going to be Canadian prices, but it will still give you the idea. So the two turkey breasts cost me $12.95. All right, for just under half of a kilo, which would have been about a pound. All right, and the unit price, if you like, was $30.84 per kilo. Don't worry about that kilo being 2.2 pounds. All right. Now that's the two turkey breasts, and the size was this size. This is a bit short because I've eaten from it. It was so tasty. But so two of them like this. I then also bought, it looks smaller now, but it is a turkey roll, all white meat, and I did it on the rotisserie, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. You know how much I want to eat some of that. The difference was that was before I cooked it. I'm going to actually weigh it to see how much I lost in cooking it. But the whole turkey roll, twice as much weight, $21. In fact, it was over twice as much weight. I believe it was 2.2 kilos, 1.2 kilos. So basically, I halved the price by getting the roll. And as usual, we're going to talk about all the different things we can do with turkey. But before I do, I wondered, do you all know there's a right and wrong way to carve a turkey breast? Most of us are used to turkey breasts being carved on the carcass. And when we do that, we actually carve it the wrong way. It's a really strange thing. If you look at it, all right, if you look at meat, it has a grain to it. I wonder how I can do this and show you. Okay, if it's on the breast, you're going to be cutting it this way. The reason that's the wrong way is if you look at the grain, you want to be cutting across the grain, not with the grain. So the best way to cut it is this way, not, if it were on the breast, it would be like this and you'd be carving it this way. Does that make sense to everybody? Actually, better to take the whole breast off and then cut it against the grain. It's like beef. If you cut it against the grain, not with the grain, you will have a much more tender slice of meat. And so tender that I've been snacking on it quite a bit. I got extra turkey. What do I care? Oh, um, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. So sorry. Mm. Now, what I did with the turkey roll was I started with a base of almond flour because I think almond and poultry always get there's a good taste to go together. I added in all sorts of mixed herbs and so forth. I threw in some mustard. I threw in the kitchen sink, quite honestly. But what I did is I made quite a bit of it and I rolled it in there before I cooked it. So that and then I used the rotisserie. I've never used the rotisserie in my caloric before. And quite honestly, it was so difficult. Get the rod in, secure the bits, plug it in, turn it on, press the button. And I believe the expression is, yeah, what is it? What is that expression? Anyway, basically, press the button and walk away. So I want to tell you, this just kept turning in its own juices, all right, because I did it on the rotisserie. Can you imagine how tasty this is right now? And I didn't want to take it off there because I wanted to show you how I did it on the rotisserie. Um, I'm trying to just remember what I put in there. I definitely put in some mixed herbs, because I dry a lot of my own herbs and I put that in. I definitely put some of, what I call Genie's magic mustard. Um, I put obviously salt and pepper, a little bit of paprika. Hang on, let me have a look. I might just be. Oh, I had to add a little bit of regular flour to it. Oh, I got some green in there. So the green was, yes, you're quite right, Sal. You did put green in there. I put dried leeks in there, which I had dried in a paper bag. So they were in there as well. Anyway, basically, just put it all in the blender, and it was a little sticky, and that's why I needed to add the regular flour just to get it back to a little bit floury. And then I rolled it in here and I cooked it for about 35, 40 minutes. The smell in this house was amazing. Now, for those of you who don't know the process here, what I'm going to do is to meal prep for the next month from this. And let's think how many different things we can do. So let's hear your creativity. How many different ways can we eat turkey? By the way, first of all, we all know it's healthy, right? It's a white meat, it's healthy. Um, so I was thinking kebabs. So, to take a kebab and maybe what I thought I would do, because I've already cooked it all, I will just cut up the cubes ready for kebabs, in the right size. And I'm pretty sure Jody will probably check for me, but I'm pretty sure that a serving of turkey will be around about 3 ounces as well. So let's just check what 3 ounces of turkey looks like. Good. 3.2. I'm not going to argue. That's 3.2. Oh, no, you can't see that. So sorry. 3.2 ounces. Okay. So a couple of nice slices is a serving. And again, think of how many different ways you can serve it. So if you did kebabs, you could cut that into one, two, you could make a really nice couple of kebabs. Because the turkey is already cooked, I would just warm the turkey, maybe with a little bit of extra marinade on it. It is 3 ounces. Thanks, Jody. And then I was thinking what I would do is maybe cut up some peppers and roast them on a kebab, and then, thread them in to each other sort of at the last minute and then just warm them together. So it doesn't matter that it's pre-cooked. That's the thing I'm trying to say to you. So with our turkey roll here, we're going to be doing the usual. We're going to cut some of it for deli meat. We're going to cut some of it for roast turkey dinner. Yum. And we're going to cut some of it for cubes. That's what we normally do, right? So those are, and I was thinking we could have, let's think about this. Turkey kebabs we can have. Anybody got any other ideas? Obviously sliced turkey, deli style for my lunches. Roast turkey we've talked about. What about turkey pie? Pot pie. In the cubes, I could use the cubes for that, right? Cut them into slightly smaller cubes and make turkey pot pie one day. And then what about a turkey roll? Turkey salad. Thank you, Jody. Yes, I'm thinking turkey roll. In other words, we'll try that today, where we cut some deli meat and trezzini. Trezzini, what would that be? Trezzini. She does this to me every time. She knows these things. I don't. Okay. Give me some words around that so people like myself can be educated, Jody, and forget it immediately, of course. We could also put, a turkey spaghetti pie, right? We could put it in with a spaghetti pie. That would be really good. But I thought what I might do is a turkey roll, sort of turkey roll for nice little protein bites. Okay, so what we're saying, it's with pasta, breadcrumbs, cream sauce, and turkey. Oh yeah, I could handle that. Okay, send me that recipe, Jody. Not that I'll follow it, but I just need to look at the proportions just so that I can chuck in some. So what I'm going to do is I got the slicer out, and for those of you who don't know, the reason I bought the slicer was because I found out that by buying the big roll or the big roast and slicing it myself saved at least 50% of the money. All right? Jody's laughing at me. She's saying, you follow a recipe? No, Jody, I look at the picture. And then I look at, okay, it takes about, yeah, I got it. Okay, fine. And then I walk away and go cook it. The cream sauce can be a canned soup. I cannot tell you how much I enjoy that little hack. That's why I buy a flat of mushroom soup whenever it's on sale, because can you imagine, these cubes, boom, mushroom soup over the top, just awesome taste. So the other thing is we forgot about, we could do lots of deli things with it, right, if we wanted to. So I decided tonight I would have roast turkey dinner, but I don't want to cook potatoes. So today I'm going to have roast turkey dinner and with gravy. Now you've got lots of gravy there. And I'm going to dunk my whole grain pita bread in it. It's called living. And I thought I would have the roast turkey dinner with, also I was going to start with a serving of asparagus, which I have got. I've already got it cut here. So that's going to have that first in with butter, my homemade butter. So that's going to be really nice. But what I wanted to make sure is that we could just do so many things with it if we wanted to, and just the sky's the limit. So here we go. This is ready for my pita bread. This is my homemade multigrain sourdough, and this is really difficult for those of you who don't know how to do it. I literally, where am I? Every day It's a really fun process. Every day, I take half of what's in here. Can you see the bubbles in there? And I did it about 3 hours ago. Anyway, I take half of what's in there, okay, and I put it in here. This is my sourdough starter. Here it is. And it's just, it's in the fridge like this. And then what I do is I add a teaspoon or two more fresh flour in here every day. And I just mix it up and leave it on my countertop until tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll take half of it, put half of it in a jar. This is about 3 days worth in here. And then what happens is once a week, I take probably about 2 to 3 jars of this, put it in my mixer, and I put an equal amount of fresh flour with it. I put some rolled oats with it. I put some flaxseed. I put some chia seed. I put some honey, some milk powder, a little bit of salt, and I just mix that all up. And then I leave it in the mixer for a couple of hours, blip it a couple of times, and then I take 3-ounce balls of dough and I put it into a plastic bag like this, and I roll it in the plastic bag. Okay? And then freeze it. And then all I do is every day I pull one out of the freezer, and I don't know if you can see the air pockets in there already. All right? But basically this has thawed and now is ready. I'll probably just try and get it out of the bag as it is and put it straight into there. It works so easy, so well. And the thing I like, Jody, is when somebody comes to visit, like Yvonne, I always send them home with about 4 pitas, because I found out most people, as long as they know, get it out of the bag, and I show them how to get it out of the bag, and put it in an oven at about 375, 380 for 5 minutes. 10 minutes, I like 10 minutes. Turn it over for 5. You've got a beautiful pita, as we will hopefully demonstrate. So, first of all, remember how to cut it. So the process was fascinating. So I started by doing the turkey roll on the rotisserie. So the juices all fell to the bottom. Boy, were they tasty. And then I took the turkey roll out, and I literally took the two turkey breasts that I had separately, and I just rolled those in the juices and carried on cooking. And as you can see, in the meantime, I had the turkey roll like this in my baby pot that I have, and the juices that ran out of it, quite a lot of juice ran out of it. So I turned that juice mixed with the seasonings into gravy. Very tasty poultry gravy. So I can use this all month, either on turkey or on chicken or anything like that. And most importantly, it tastes so good. That's why I'm going to make a pita bread, just so I can dunk. My mommy died a long time ago. She is not here to judge me. I am going to dip my pita bread, into my gravy tonight. And for that reason, I'm not going to be cooking potatoes. But imagine it with, mashed potatoes and whatever. Does that sound like a deal? So let's see. This is 1 serving. I'm going to put that into a baggie. We know that is 1 serving. Oh, did we forget we could have, what do you call it? Turkey tenders. All right? In mayo and, what about a mixture of mayo and, I've got to try that. Hang on. Wait a minute. What if we made a mixture of some mayo, okay, and I've got a little bit of chili mayo. It's a little bit too strong for me, so I just add a bit. But for those of you who can handle it, you know, go for it. My stomach doesn't do that particularly well. And then we'll mix that up. That works. It's a little bit salty though. I'll put some black pepper in there. What about just a touch of paprika? What do you think? Jody's saying add a bit of mustard. Paprika. I know I've got some here. There we go. Yep, that will do. Oh, yeah. Excuse me a second, people. So what haven't I got? Sour cream with lime. Oh, look at that. That would be awesome as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on to this, and maybe for my sort of late night snack, I will take a couple of the chicken tenders and dip. So I'm going to put that over here. Oh, that's going to be so nice. with some fresh, you know, some celery and stuff. Yeah, maybe some fresh peppers as well. I'm going to need more dip, aren't I? Okay, let's just up that a little bit. Jody said put some mustard in it, so let's do that as well. We're still working our way through the sweet and spicy. I've still got one more jar left. I've been very, very stingy with this mustard. For those of you who want to know, it's called Ray's mustard, and this is the sweet and spicy. And it is sweet, and it is just a little bit spicy, not a whole lot, which is why I've been enjoying it so much. So that's now a whole conglomerate of things. I think that will be rather nice. So I'm going to have some late night fresh vegetables and do not eat it now, Sal. Going to put the little lid on it and put it in the fridge. You know I want to eat it now. So we've made the pita bread. Oh, I know what I was going to add. Oh, I still want to do that. What if we added the best can opener I have ever found is this stuff that you put in your drawer. Okay, I'm putting in 1 teaspoon of apricot jam or apricot jam, depending which country you're in. Yep. Good. And I think you'll find that we have taken that from interesting to gourmet. Well, you know, let me taste it and see what I think. Oh, yeah. I definitely like that addition. Now, for those of you watching saying, but how much did you put in? The only thing I actually told you about was the 1 teaspoon of jam. And the reason is because I'm diabetic. And you saw me take it off. So it's, oh, there it is. And so, I use jam very sparingly, but I use it in cooking. Whenever I want to up the taste of anything to do with poultry, I will, quite often, or I want to put a glaze on something, apricot jam, really good. Okay, so now then, put it away, Sal, otherwise you'll eat it. You know you'll eat it. And So 3 ounces is a serving. Oh, the first thing we're going to do is to take this off here and find out what was left. It started at 2.2 pounds. All right. So how much did we lose in cooking it? I've been dying to use it. I don't, it's funny. I've had the air fryer now for about a year, but I've never used the rotisserie. Still more good juices at the bottom. Ah, interesting. Hi, Sharon. Sharon's saying apricot jam is a staple in my house. Yeah. So that will probably get added. Put it away, so. Right. So we started with 2.2 pounds. I put it on the rotisserie for about 40 minutes. And it is now, oh, sorry. There it is. Is it possible I lost a pound in cooking it? No. Therefore, something's wrong here. Is that possible? Is it possible that we would lose a pound in just cooking it? One kilo is 2.2 pounds. And this was 1 kilo. Wow. I should have weighed it when it was wet. Anyway, I've now got 1.1 pound. Which is still twice the weight of the turkey breasts, all right? I wouldn't have thought so either, Jody, and I didn't weigh it before it was cooked, so I can't be sure. Maybe something went wrong in the initial weighing. But it does say 1 pound and 14 ounces. Oh, 14 ounces. That's nearly 2, isn't it? Of course, it's ounces. 14 ounces, nearly 16 ounces. Boo! I'm not used to dealing with imperial. Hold on a second. Let me see what it was. It was a kilo, and it's now down to 856 grams. So I lost about 20%. So now we're going to do the fun thing, is we're going to We're going to start with cutting some deli meat up, or else I ate a whole pound. Yeah, that's right. You can see I haven't touched it. Now, because it's a turkey roll, it is at the moment wrapped in this plastic netting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put that away for a second. I just need to cut that off so I can use our slicer here. Now, I know I'm going to lose a lot of the outer stuff as I cut off this netting, but it is what it is, right? I could lose it all by look at it. Not all, but nearly all. Yuck. Okay, and we will put that into a plastic bag with that. And for those of you who haven't seen me do this, whenever I deal with things that I know are going to be smelly, I wrap them in these green bags that my fruit comes in, and then I stick them in the freezer because I only have garbage every 2 weeks, and I could, because it's the plastic netting, it's need to go in the garbage. So I'm going to put this in the freezer for a week. That way I don't have any of the nasty smells and all will be well. Thanks, Shirley. All right, so here we go. Let's have a go at this. I'm going to start off by the deli meat. So that we're going to make pretty fine, very fine. Now, did I see which way the grain is going? Let's see, I'm going to cut one piece just to check. Or maybe two. Yeah, that looks right. The grain's going up and down, and I'm cutting it across. So that's good. Let me show you. Don't know if you can see that, but the grain is going up and down, and I'm cutting across that, which will keep it tender. Wow. Okay. Oh, some deli meat. Now, deli meat, I found you don't need as much deli meat as you would need. You don't need as thick. Okay, so that's on its thinnest way, like that. So it's ideal for deli meat. I'm going to cut a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is get it back to ounces. There we go. I would think about that much each day. Yeah, just under, just about an ounce. You can tell that the seasoning is pretty tasty. All right, so that's about an ounce. One, a little bit more. Yeah, just under an ounce. Two, three. Okay, so at least once a week, I'm going to have some deli turkey in my pita. I'm going to add a little bit of the skin to it, because you know it's going to make it so tasty. Oh, look, extra skin. Now a little bit of the crumbs. Waste not, want not. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, just 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And then I will take those . 1, 2, 5. Okay, to go into one smaller baggie, and then gonna mark it up. Okay. How many bags did I say? 5? That's 5 servings of turkey right there, deli servings. Now we're going to do some roast turkey dinner. Voila. Okay, so we'll make the slices bigger. Yep, it's 2.9, so about 3 ounces. Three exactly. Three exactly. 3.1. So I've now got, we had 5 of deli meat. Jody, can you keep track for me, honey, please? So 5 servings of deli meat. We've got 4 roast turkey dinners. And again, remember how I do it. I take 3 good quality freezer bags because that makes them nice and thick. Don't use plastic, one-use plastic. Use freezer bags, right? So that's 1 serving. Turn it over like that. 2nd serving. Use another bag. 3rd serving. 4th serving. And then the whole lot goes into the bag. Voila! That's 9 servings of turkey so far. I'm not going to count the turkey tenders because we're going to work out what this costs. So this is 9 servings here. Oh, we better identify it. Here we go. Roast turkey. I noticed on the other one I put 324. It's only 23, isn't it? It's not 24 yet, is it? Duh. Okay, so it's 323. Four servings of roast turkey dinner. By the way, if somebody, no, it's not the 24th, but I'm saying it's 2023, Sharon. But thank you for letting me know it's the 24th. It's very confusing. I just want to make sure I'm eating it this year. Yeah. So here we go. Hang on a second. So that's 9 servings of turkey, which leaves us, not counting this, which leaves us still this much turkey. Oh. I'm going to cut that into cubes. Three. Who cares? Okay, it's just 3.1. We can handle that. So this is for making kebabs or maybe adding to a pot pie, something like that. Okay, that's the second one. Another one. Excuse me. and a little bit left over, which I'm going to add into the deli meat one. No, I'm not. I'm going to have that tonight. I'm going to put that on my charcuterie board. There we go. Oh, I clean forgot what I wanted to do. Silly me. We'll do it next time. I want you to do a turkey roll. Or could I do it with this turkey breast? I'd have to cut it that way. I don't think so. I still want this as my turkey tenders meal. All right, so Jody, we've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 servings for $21, not counting the breasts, which I had separately. Sharon, for those of you watching on the replay, Sharon is saying, my great aunt was cleaning up the dining room table one day. She saw a piece of turkey and popped it into her mouth. It was a piece of paper bag. Saying, Sal, pick up the crumbs, reminded me. So 13 servings for $21. What do you think, guys? And these two cost me, what did I say? $13. Okay. So you can see how much we saved by buying the turkey roll. And it's all white meat, so I know I will eat it all. How many of you think that was worth seeing? All right.